And the problem with mental health is it is so misunderstood. One of the great misunderstandings is that people who have mental health issues, almost as if they have a choice. I hear people sometimes say, oh, pull yourself together, as if they've got a choice. That's such a huge insult, because these folk are struggling and suffering with depression, with anxiety, with mood swings, with low self-esteem, lack of confidence, all of these issues that they would love to escape from. Believe me, if there was a switch in their head, they'd use it. And I want to just make a point too about the root cause of some of these things. What I find is a trigger for so many mental health issues is neurological. Many assume it's psychological and that you can take a tablet and you can get rid of it. Well, obviously medication does help in many cases. But we need to understand what the root cause is for many. When we develop as children, there's a part of the brain-body connection, that makes all those important skills between brain and body. It makes them automatic. It makes them effortless, or at least it should do. But in most of us, one or two of those key skills never become fully developed. And if they're not fully developed and they're not fully automatic, then that puts extra stress on the brain. The brain has to work harder because there's lack of programming, lack of automaticity in certain essential skills. So for some, for instance, it's eye tracking, which makes reading difficult. For others, it's auditory processing, listening skills. So when they listen, they have to work much harder than they should to turn what they hear into thoughts they understand. So if that's you or if that's your child, please understand that your child is mentally stressed far more than he or she should be because they're having to work harder. So the development of the brain-body connection is critical to us having a stress-free life. So whenever I come across anyone with mental health issues, I'm normally able to quickly pinpoint that they've actually got some incomplete development in that brain-body connection. It's called a cerebellum. And when you've got that, the whole brain is stressed. When the brain is stressed, you are less confident, you're less competent, and you're going to be in far greater overload. So losing emotional control is going to be more likely. Becoming anxious or depressed, or sometimes both, becomes more likely. So the root cause of many mental health issues starts here in the cerebellum. It doesn't complete the processing, the automaticity for basic essential skills that we need all the time, and as a result the brain is constantly stressed, and particularly our prefrontal cortex. That's the thinking part of our brain. That's the bit we access where we make decisions, we make lists and so on. And all of those people that struggle with making decisions, struggling with remembering things, struggle with recalling things, their brain is working many, many times harder than it should be. And often it ends up with some sort of mental health issue. So there is hope, there is help for many of those struggling by dealing with the neurological developmental bit. And that's what I love focusing on, because it's been of great relief to so many.